Hello, Pack96. In this video we're going to construct a birdhouse. In the end, this is what your birdhouse will look like. We provide you with a kit with all the parts necessary. The kit includes 12 1.5-inch 4D nails with some extras just in case you bend one or two. It also includes two 1.25-inch number 8 screws. This will be for attaching the front panel of the birdhouse, and a 4-inch dowel for the perch. If you look back at the birdhouse, the perch will end up here in green. The kit also comes with two 6-inch by 7 3/8-inch wood panels. These will be the top and bottom, the ceiling and the floor of the birdhouse. Next you have two 7 3/8-inch by 7 3/8-inch wood panels. These will make up the sides of the birdhouse. There is also a 6-inch by 12-inch piece of wood with a hole drilled out at the top. This will make the back of the birdhouse. You'll use the hole to attach the birdhouse to a tree or wooden post using a nail or screw. And you have a 6-inch by 6.5-inch panel with 4 holes in it. There's a large hole for the bird to enter and exit. Right below that is the hole you will use to attach the dowel for the perch, and on either side are 2 pilot holes for your screws. You will also need some tools to assemble your birdhouse. Firstly, you need safety glasses to keep your eyes safe during construction. You need a hammer for the nails and a Phillips head screwdriver to attach the screws. Optionally, you can use wood glue or school glue on the edges of the wood panels before you nail them in. Do not use the glue on the panel that you screw in. Not shown here, you will also get a piece of sandpaper in your kit. You can use that to smooth out any edges, sides, get rid of rough, splintery areas before you start assembling. Optionally, you could also use lacquer or paint once your birdhouse is completed to give it a nice shiny look. Now that you have everything you need, we'll turn it over to Mr. Todd to run through the instructions on how to assemble your birdhouse.
Hey guys, today we're going to be showing you how to put together your birdhouse kits that you just recently received as our woodworking project for this year's Cub Scouts. You've already sort of seen all the pieces, and so now I'll show you how to put them together. One of the things that we want to do is first make sure that we're being safe. So everybody should have a pair of safety goggles, and you also want to be very careful about splinters. In your kit is some sandpaper. I'd recommend that you go through all of the pieces and make sure that they're nice and smooth so you don't get any splinters. The first part of what we're going to do is we're going to put together the sides and the top and the bottom. You'll notice that you have basically 4 square looking pieces. 2 of them are slightly narrow if you stand them all with the grain going in the same direction. Okay. The more narrow pieces are the top and the bottom, and then the wider pieces are the 2 sides. So what we're going to want to do is we get them so that the end grain, or the grain, is going up and down. We're going to create a box, and the 2 longer pieces are going to go inside, and the 2 shorter pieces are going to go outside. So these will be your sides, and these are the tops and the bottoms. Okay. Once we have it lined up, what we're actually going to do is we're going to take the 2 pieces and set them on their side so that it's easier to hammer down. And then we'll take some of our nails. We gave you plenty of nails in case you bend any. But you line that up. Nice and straight. sometimes it's actually helpful to start the nails before you put those on top of each other. I'll show you that when we put the other piece on. I should also mention that it's not a bad idea to use glue. If you had wood glue, you can use that. If you just have Elmer's school glue, that's fine too. For mine, I'm not going to use glue right now. So yeah, what I was saying is, if you take, before you balance them up, you can start your nails in your board. Makes it a little bit easier. Alright, now you have the box that the bird will go in, and next we have to put on the back, and then we're actually going to screw on the front. The back has one hole drilled into it, which you want to put at the top, so that will make it easy to hang up this birdhouse once you have completed it. So again, want to put in the nails. So then you have your box on in the back. For the final piece, you now have the front. This is where you have the hole for the bird, you have the hole for the perch, and then you have two holes on the side that have been countersunk that we're going to use to screw the front onto the box. But first, before we screw it on, we should take it and put our dowel in. So you line that up, and then you can just gently hammer that in until it's flush with the back. And then you get this lined up, and you take your screwdriver and you put these in. And the reason we use screws is so that it's easy at the end of each season to clean out the birdhouse, so that you don't get a lot of old material in there from old nests that might have mites or other bugs that could harm the birds. So it's a good idea to annually clean out the birdhouse. So we created this design to make it easy to do that. So you put those in. You might have to push a little hard. Those should screw right in. And there you have it, a finished birdhouse. Okay, so in the box part, we have the nails on the top and the bottom. On the back, I put one, or you could put 1 to 2 nails in each board. And then you have the 2 screws in the front. There are no nails that go in the front. You can either hang this up as is, or if you want it to last a little bit longer, you might think about painting or staining it. That will help protect the wood a little bit in the outdoors. That's it.